Huh?
Lego Harry Potter walkthrough, and this is the Magic is Might level for Year 7, Part 1. This is actually my second favorite level in this year. The favorite one will be the one, the Three Brothers, just because that was my favorite part in the book and in the movie, especially the movie. To continue on in this level, you're going to need to go over here and build these Weasley things. I forgot what they were called, but they were probably my friend's favorite part in the movie, and my parents, and everybody else I know. Just this part where they all go around and blow up the whole, or not blow up, but, you know, wreak havoc, and scare everybody, make all the smoke appear, chase them around. And it was probably the funniest part in the 7th movie. But once they do start running around and chaos starts, you need to come over here and get a light from the left with Ron's illuminator and put it next to the guy holding the violin. You will then drop the violin because apparently that light is very bright, and then you have to build it, which will somehow put an eyeball to sleep. Music puts eyeballs to sleep. That's how it works in the Harry Potter universe. And in Dolores Umbridge's room, you're gonna have to get 2 keys. The first one will be done by both of you moving these the swords back and forth, and then just putting the key into the lock. And the second one will be by blowing up this table, or hitting the table, and then getting the key to move over here to the right.
Ah! Huh?
Oh. Huh?
Ooh. Ah. Hey.
Hey.
Then you need to come once again to the right and get to this part where the wizard or the security guard, I guess, I really have no idea what these people were or are. I guess they're wizards in security guard outfits, but anyway, you need to build this flower, which is done by making the water can, then watering the flower, and putting the big flower head and petals onto the spot there, which will make a fan and magically dry out the other room, which is raining. Apparently a lot of raining. And then it will allow him to open up the gate for you. And in here you're gonna have to get into one of the elevators. First thing to do will be to use Reducto on that shiny lock, and then build this tube and use Ron's owl, which I think is named like Pidgeotty, or wait, no, I'm thinking of Pokemon. I forgot what the heck his owl's name was. Anyway, you need to use his owl to push down the bricks, and that will let you put the meter on the top of the elevator, which will tell you what floor the elevator
No, I didn't use that to do that.
This is is actually a kind of boring boss fight, but it's where you have to defeat Dolores Umbridge, even though there wasn't much of a fight in the book or in the movie. But because that's the way the LEGO people want it, Traveler's Tales wants it, you're gonna have to blow up all these security guards or make them go away, and then wait for Umbridge to start throwing these bits of random pieces laying around at you. And wait for the one that you can send back at her to get thrown at you, throw it back at her, and repeat. And that's my brother in the background if you hear him. So sorry about that if that bothers you. I really think it shouldn't bother you, but if it does, don't really know what to tell you. Anyway, then you do that one more time after this, but each time she'll add another item to her magic floating circle of death, and it doesn't really do much other than make it a little bit longer. Kind of an annoying boss fight. And then you're gonna have to fight this guy, which I forgot what his name was, and I can't remember if they ever even mentioned it. I don't think they did in the movie, and they probably did in the book, but it's been like a month since I've read the 7th book last, so I don't remember. Anyway, well, whoever the heck this guy is, you just need to duel him, which is actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it, and for some reason our spells were not matching there, but then you just get the last part over, and you're gonna have to throw back the final pieces straight back to Umbridge once again. And once again, that's my brother clanking around in the background. And then you're gonna have to duel Umbridge, which once again is exactly the same as dueling anybody else in this game. And for a kind of an interesting trick, if you didn't know, pay attention to your spell circle up in the left or right, depending on what you're playing, and look for the spell that's flashing, and you can switch to that really quickly and cast it to them really quickly, which will let you defeat them really quickly.